watching live on combatants.com.
So here we go. Another big bout on this massive 21-card fixture. And in fact, I think we're going to have, we've had a little restructure here. So we're still working with Mod Thai rules. This is Hayden Matkovich making his way out from Inrg Gym, Australia. Now we spoke to Hayden.
We did.
And Hayden is on debut here. And this might be a case of one and done. He's mentioned that he's got a baby on the way, due in August. And ultimately, he just wanted to get in at least one fight before he becomes a dad.
Before we get in there, he loves this sport and he wants to really put on a show for these fans here tonight.
Of course, we've already seen very powerful blows once we start getting up into that roughly 80 kilograms and higher categories.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we start seeing the heavier fighters go in.
So there's a great combination of agility, bit of flexibility in the way that they can utilize their movements, and then also certainly packing a punch and a kick for that matter.
Yeah, no, 100%. This one I am really excited to see. You know, having a chance to speak to both fighters prior to this event, both of them want to come in here and put on a show. Both of them want to get that win. You know, we're seeing now Hayden Matkovich walking around, paying his respects to the Muay Thai gods, the tradition of Muay Thai.
So once more, we'll have 3 90-second rounds, modified Thai rules here. This one was initially scheduled as our 4th bout of the evening, but instead it comes as now the official 9th bout, if you will. As we've already had Jeremy Braga, who was just in before the ABL boxing division. A very strong performance as well from the Brazilian, managing to claim a victory as these two go through their final paces here. And it's an interesting little tee-up here because obviously we've spoken to both fighters. One of them was quite jovial, rather comedic in his approach before the fight, but a real steely determination about Mouhajer though. It was very much chalk and cheese.
Yeah, very stoic kind of guy, very determined. You know, not saying that Hayden's not determined, but he was a lot more quiet, a different demeanor prior to the fight. Now, you know, looking at this fight, you know, Hayden Matkovich, as we said, coming in from Inrg. Now, this is again, we are seeing, you know,
somewhat of a case of mind games coming into the fray. So we'll see if it does make any difference here, but Hayden Matkovich is set to rumble here against Abraham Mouhajer. There is the bell, 90 seconds for round number 1 here. No touch of the glove. And what we have seen so far tonight is when that happens, there is certainly no love lost. Matkovich has a lovely little combination, then gets the heel working and stands over his opponent, Jerome Luai style on Daly Cherry Evans. Now looking to work the body here. Mouhajer though, not looking quite as nimble at the moment. Matkovich has got all the pace about this so far.
Well, Matkovich, yeah, we saw before, unleashed a great little combo there. You know, Mouhajer not yet seen much. Big overhand right from Hayden Matkovich.
Jeez, and the spit went flying too. It was flush right on the cheek there of Mouhajer, and Matkovich is not letting up. He comes in for the kill. Up against the ropes, Mouhajer recovers just for a moment. And a real stylistic shot there. Threatened to go with the hands before the sweeping kick came out to the obliques. Nice little 1-2 combination with the left and right hands. Starts to work the thigh once more. In control here, Matkovich.
Yeah, Matkovich, you know, looking to put him in the corner, throwing those combinations, getting out.
Really not much defense being offered at the moment from Mouhajer, so he decides the best form of offense is offense. And he tries to put on a bit of a counter-attack here. You can see in the background too, one of those, what do they call them? These things, the old grandstands we'll go with, but it's absolutely packed to the rafters here at the WHITLAM Leisure Centre. The bleachers, that's what I wanted.
The bleachers.
The one on the far side of this particular area, because it is just, it's pumping. There's a great vibe here, and why not? Matkovich is putting on a show for all the fans too.
Oh, absolutely. We're getting ready to go into the second round there. First round, you got to really give that to Matkovich. He started the fight off. He controlled the tempo. He controlled the pace of that fight, that first round.
Dictating terms I can imagine the truth that there won't be too much from his corner in terms of critiques. They'll be saying more of the same.
Yeah, I think they would be saying more of the same. Control your striking, get in there, get those combinations and get out. What we saw in that first round is Matkovich coming in, doing a combination, then standing back and watching his handiwork. He needs to get in and get out.
Well, he does look a little bit more focused than when we first saw him to begin things. And Matkovich straight away on the attack here. Nice little sweeping right leg come in. Didn't quite connect where he wanted it to, though. That's a better opportunity, though, with the left leg. He works it twice. Mouhajer coming back, and he gets the grab, kicking behind the knee, and then thrust the arm in the air. The fight's not over, Matkovich. Get into it, son. Hayden, what's going on?
Don't celebrate too early on that one.
It's like some of those races you see where they start celebrating 80 metres into the 100-metre mark and they get run down. So hopefully that doesn't happen here for Matkovich. But he is in cruise control still as it stands here. Midway through the second round, he comes in for the knee, but only collects the kneecap of his opponent.
Yeah, I mean, Matkovich is really controlling the pace of this fight. He did that in the first round. I feel like so far he's doing that in the second round. These 90-second rounds, you know, we have to see a lot from Mouhajer more out of here now. He needs to start getting in there. He needs to start countering some of those strikes, looking for opportunities.
Still on the defensive though, Matkovich has got him moving around this ring quite a bit. That was a decent little combination though, just to try and escape some damage there from Mouhajer. And half connected there with the left hand. Matkovich though still circling his prey, trying to find another opportunity. 10 seconds to go. You can hear the clicker in the background as Mouhajer now comes in for a few shots, but none of them really landing, which will be a problem for him moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to keep behind it.
I just love the celebration after one take to ground. The arm went up.
I mean, he didn't really do anything. He shrugged him off and he put his arm in the air. Like, look, Hayden Matkovich, great kid. Put your hand up in the air for that. You're celebrating for what? The guy falling over?
Look, we spoke to Hayden before the match. Seizing the opportunity when he can. I think based on what we've seen so far transpire, he's going to get a few more opportunities to celebrate though. He is really dictating terms here against Mouhajer.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. So far, he's definitely won those first two rounds. If Mouhajer can come in here and either knock out Matkovich or get a TKO victory, that's probably the only way he's going to get a W here.
So Matkovich and Mouhajer. 90 more seconds in it. There is the bell. No touching on the gloves. They'll get straight into the action here. Matkovich comes forward, tries to get a few combinations, then the leg comes out and contacts the left thigh, but Mouhajer working hard not to get pinned into that corner. Matkovich, though, cops a good one this time. This is better from Mouhajer.
Yeah, Mouhajer is still working backwards, though. Matkovich is still the one who's walking forward. Now we're starting to see Mouhajer starting to take control of the ring a bit more.
The corner's certainly giving him very specific instructions. You've got to get more involved in this one, Abraham, and that is what he's doing. Oh, the big overhead right. Says, how does the fist taste there for Matkovich? Now he tries for the straight punch, but good defense from Mouhajer. Pushes him away, now gets the knee working, and a clean shot with the left hook there. So a much better round so far from Mouhajer. In fact, I'd probably nearly have him so far in this round.
Mate, are you off your dial? Like, are you honestly off your head?
I've got to make it interesting, the truth. What do you want from me? I'm the false, you're the truth.
Make it interesting, at least tell the...
You're here for telling the truth. I'm here for entertainment, all right? Calm yourself down. Matkovich working the knee now.
Well, Matkovich is definitely trying to, work to get this victory done. We're listening to James Preston. You got to ignore him, but let's take it down. Look at here in the ring right now. Matkovich just sitting there, throwing a flurry. Mouhajer now trying to keep in this fight.
And Mouhajer over the top with that left hook as Matkovich comes back straight once again. Don't worry, the truth, I'm only having you on. Has been a superb performance from him. He's dictated terms from the get-go. We had about 30 seconds where Mouhajer looked to be getting settled in that final round, but well and truly, I think all three rounds, and this is a truth for you, to Matkovich.
It is. I got to agree with you there. Matkovich has definitely got to walk away with the win tonight. Yeah, we see Mouhajer over there. You get maybe he's a little bit frustrated about his performance here tonight. I feel like he went in there. I just don't think his game plan was executed the way that he wanted it to be executed. Now, let's see what the judges decided who the victor is and who is going to be the victor of the spoils here tonight. Great show of sportsmanship at the end there. Both friends coming, both fighters going in there for an embrace.
And it is indeed Hayden Matkovich, and he was superb from the get-go. Certainly dominant.
What a great performance we've seen.
Yes, a victory there for Hayden Matkovich. But let's throw it back over to our co-commentators, Felicity McManus and Lou Greco, for another scintillating bout.
Thank you, Mr. Debonair. Thank you. And I'll tell you what, Christia, what really bothered Abraham was Hayden fainting. He gave those feints, and he was putting Abraham off.
Yeah.